she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was taken down.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Ravens nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
On the carry for
well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's locked. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Brought down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
52's the mark, boys, 52.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Broncos 7, Ravens 6.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and
2. From the gun, block. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
Makes the score.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
This time Jackson will throw it. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jackson now. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Again, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your...
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Single, slop. Hey,
from the 27, Locke. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Lock now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Set, ready, 70 in. Watch tight end, tight right. Hey, 4 down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Ravens.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their 1st drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
K. Dobbins.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Brought down at his own 6.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Clock now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The 14-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. Strip that ball. Where's 52? Watch it, Charlie. 52's the mic.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Broncos 17.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown.
Jackson.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brown.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 11. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
He's going to run again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Block working out of the gun. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 23-yard run. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brendan McManus lining up.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 39, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
He may try and run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, 39 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here.
Really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Another run by Lindsey. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun snap to Locke. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Pass complete to Marquise.
And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Denver, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we